Hello everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome back to my F1 24 career mode journey, Season 1, Round 8. Let's just get this one out the way, shall we? It's the Monaco Grand Prix. Just a reminder that if you haven't seen Imola, do be sure to check that out before you see this one. And also, if you want to check out any previous races in this career mode, they are all available in the playlist F1 24 career mode, including my F2 season, which started this whole thing. So do be sure to check that out too, as that was fun to do. Right, we're now here at the race that I dread every time it's on the calendar. Let's just get it out the way. It's the Monaco Grand Prix. My goodness me. It's a tough one. And yeah, that's all I'm saying to it. Qualifying so far then, our lap isn't fantastic. And in fact, here we come to cross the line. And yeah, P19. That is not good enough by any stretch of the imagination. So we are going to go again. I do clip the inside wall at the end of Sector 2, but we're up quite significantly, despite a little lock-up at Rascasse, heading round nose now, but this feels like a better lap. We're half a second up, and that should be just about enough to get us through to Q2, and it is enough. And look at that, we've got an Aston Martin 1-2 in Q1 there. They're going to be hoping they can carry that into Q3. Out then is Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Bottas and Albon. So Logan Sargent doing a very good job to out-qualify him. And in Q2 we go out and try and find a time of the qualifying session where the track is empty, because the last thing we want is to be held up by another driver. The car feels reasonably quick here. I think we're good enough to get a point at a stretch. But we now come round Antonio's corner. Where are we after qualifying? It is P13, so we weren't quite good enough to get into Q3, but still a reasonable effort, and if we'd found a couple more temps, we would have been in. Fernando Alonso topping it again. What will happen in the race?
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend towards the harbour through Sector 2. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Fernando Alonso alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Russell, Stroll, Sainz, Tsunoda, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Hamilton, Magnussen, Sunshine, Sargent, Gasly, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Ocon, Bottas, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Right, here we go then. 39 laps of the toughest race on the calendar. And it begins right now. And we've made an okay start. Magnussen is okay away too. We're trying to get ahead of him, but we're not able to as we're blocked by Hamilton. However, I'm going to try and force the issue into Sandoval, and that is exactly what we're doing. Magnussen will have to back out, unlike what he did in the actual race this season. We're trying to find a way around the outside of Hamilton, no way through there, and they're all still sorting themselves out as we come round to the corner here. And I'm getting a little bit backed up, heading towards the Grand Hotel hairpin. I'm going to take a lunge down the inside of Lewis Hamilton, but that's not going to work. And we're kind of leaning on him a bit there. And we've got an Aston Martin and a Ferrari going side by side as well. But look at me there, trying to get the move done. I just didn't have the ability to do it. Oh, Hamilton's clipped the wall down the inside, heading towards the tunnel. And that gets me alongside in the tunnel, side by side in the tunnel. You don't see that often, but we force the issue and get the move done. That is an incredible overtake there. Right, heading to the swimming pool for the first time. Lance Stroll has gone wide, and that's given me an opportunity to get round the outside of Raskas, of Oscar Piastri. Surely that move can't work. It does work. That is a stunning overtake. Probably the best overtake I will ever do on this career mode. But wow, I am surprised I pulled that off. Okay. Lap 2, and we are into the points. We're in P10, and I'm now going to try and catch Tsunoda and Stroll, but this is where the problem lies at Monaco. Catching is one thing, and passing without drivers getting backed up through mistakes or what have you is very much another. And this ties into something that I've thought for a while. Monaco is not fit for purpose with these wider cars. Okay, it's a test of driver endurance and skill, but other than that, you just can't overtake really. You can't really line up an overtake and get it done. So I don't know, I'm glad that we're getting smaller cars in 26, and I hope that encourages overtaking around here. But with these current cars, they're just too wide for any kind of overtaking to get done at Monaco. I mean, I know we saw a few moves this season, but I'll be honest, 4 overtakes in a race, that makes for dismal reading. Right, here we are, trying to stay with Lance Stroll. It's lap 17. We weren't able to get past Stroll or Tsunoda, so I'm taking a pit stop a lap or two early to try and undercut them, and I thought this would be the time to do it without my tyres going off towards the end of the race. So off come the mediums, on go the hards to the end of the race, and that's a very nice pit stop, and we're going to come out just behind Hulkenberg and Bottas. Now I'm hoping Bottas will come in within the next couple of laps and doesn't hold us up too much. Hulkenberg might, however, given the fact that he is on hard tyres. So let's get up to speed as quick as we can and see if we can set a couple of banging laps before we get too close to Hulkenberg. I don't really want to be held up by him for too long. However, Carlos Sainz will be coming out behind him. And you'll see it now. Carlos Sainz is right behind him. And Lance Stroll, who's just pitted, is behind us. So we have managed to undercut Stroll. However, if we are to undercut Tsunoda, I don't want to get held up too long by Hulkenberg. Sainz is being held up by Hulkenberg. And that gives me a run down the inside of Raskas, pulling off a great overtaking move there on Carlos Sainz. That is a nice little dive there. Sainz not really able to stop us, and we move up a place. Carlos now right behind me. He'll want to go, but I want to go at Hulkenberg down the inside. I don't really want to be held up by him too much. The other problem is Ricciardo directly ahead, so he could hold me up for his teammate Yuki Tsunoda. Hulkenberg does a Hamilton and clips the wall there. We're now right up the rear of Nico Hulkenberg. Can we get this done down the inside of the chicane? Side by side we go, wheel to wheel, and that is the move done. No, it isn't, because Hulkenberg has just appeared out of nowhere. Surely he's done that off the circuit. We'll wait and see, but I think he has done that off the circuit, and he'll have to let me back through. Otherwise, nope, he's got a penalty. So Hulkenberg did get past me off the circuit, and he was supposed to let me through but didn't, and as a result he has a 10-second time penalty. But we're losing out here. I don't want to be behind Hulkenberg too much longer, so we're going to have another go round the outside this time, and we go sweeping round, and that is an overtake on Hulkenberg up into P11. Don't forget, we have got cars ahead of us that still need to pit, and that proves you can overtake in Monaco, even with these wider cars. But still, if my opinion stands, I think we need smaller cars to be able to race properly around Monaco. But it's lap 23, heading towards the end of lap 23 into lap 25. And we are behind Tsunoda. And we've spun! We've clipped the inside wall. We've gone round. Unbelievable. But Sainz isn't able to get through. We've kind of blocked the track. And as a result of that, the safety car has been deployed. So that's going to close the field right up. One thing I want to know is what are Russell and Tsunoda going to be able to do about the cars in front? They're on medium tyres compared to the others that are on hard. Lance Stroll has been disqualified, so I guess he just parked up in an unsafe place. But Stroll has been disqualified. That's rotten for him. I'm hoping we can hold on to P8 because that'll be 4 points. And given that, again, I'm not a fan of this track, it's such a tough track, I will be very happy with that. Right, we have green flag racing once again here at Monaco. And I was going to try and stay close to Tsunoda and Russell, but they are just way too quick, especially on medium tyres. And I'm just going to get left behind here, so yeah, that's a shame, but is what it is. And I'm going to try and hold on to 8 with Sainz and Hamilton snapping at my heels right behind me, once again trying to stay with the pack. Thinking of a lunge if I could, but that now doesn't happen, so lap 34 and we're still in P8. We're looking good. However, this moment it's all gone wrong. We've locked up, gone into the wall at Casino Square. Sainz is forcing his way down the inside. I'm trying to give room. We've made contact. I've touched the wall. I'm now trying to regain after losing the place to Sainz. I've been hit by Hamilton at the Grand Hotel hairpin. I'm now reversing down the hill and oh, that's blocked the track again. Ocon stuck there. Bottas goes through, so do a few others. And unsurprisingly, it is a red flag. But I can't believe all that has happened. The points that we were in now gone. We've got a 4-lap sprint finish here at Monaco. But like I said, the points we looked at scoring are now gone. We are underway for the final 4 laps here. And Gasly's not got away well. I'm trying to get through Gasly and Magnussen, I think that is. But we couldn't get past Logan Sargent. And Gasly is forcing his way through here. He wants his place. I'm trying not to back out myself, but Gasly down the inside, and I think the damage we've got is now holding us up. Magnussen trying to go around the outside of Casino Square. He did have that done, but we're braking later, trying to force the issue with Gasly so that we may have a chance on Sargent. No, we've touched Gasly, and now we've got Magnussen trying to sweep round the outside. Gasly stuck behind me. Still trying to turn in on me there, but unfortunately that has just not worked out. And we're in P12, and yeah, it's just gone hopelessly wrong, and that's where we would stay towards the end of the race. P12, I must admit it was my mistake which led to it all going wrong, and I should have just let Sainz go and tried to hold on to the position with Hamilton as we clip the wall again. It's a disappointing end to the Monaco Grand Prix. It's P12. One to forget as Fernando Alonso takes the win. All I can say is sorry for the mistakes my end. We will come back stronger in Canada, but for now, it's P12.
Here comes the checkered flag. All eyes on the car approaching. Your winner today, Fernando Alonso.
Well, it's never easy and straightforward to put a race like this together today, Crofty, in changeable weather conditions, but they did the best job out there. They used the information wisely, and they stayed on the track. That was the most important thing.
The Aston Martin team will be very happy with today's performance. And of course, the final result. Another display of excellent driving and excellent teamwork. And a well-deserved first-place finish. with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Alonso is your winner with Verstappen second, Leclerc third, then it's Russell and Perez rounding out the top 5. And Stroll is registered as a DNF instead of a disqualification. Norris gets 6th, then it's Sainz, Tsunoda, Bottas, bringing a couple of points home for Sauber, so it's not a big loss, and Logan Sargent getting 10th. And Max Verstappen's championship lead is now down to 1 point. This is a great little fight in the championship at the moment, with Alonso and Verstappen. Leclerc, unfortunately, has dropped back, and Lando Norris has really dropped back now in 4th. And then Sainz, Perez, Russell, Piastri, Hamilton and Stroll completing the top 10. But yeah, just completely one to forget for us. Hopefully we will do better in the coming races and there'll be a couple of less mistakes. I think that we really were the architects of our own downfall in that race. And it's such a shame that it happened so close to the end, but I should have just let Sainz go and I should have just let Hamilton go. Tried to hold on to 1 point, but yeah, hindsight is a wonderful thing and you learn from the mistakes. Moving forward, I think there are a lot of positives to take. The pace in the car is good and we have got more upgrades coming. Thank you for watching this installment of Career Mode. Don't forget to like and hit subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more content from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Take care, see you all soon.